This playthrough is rated T for teen.
So, I can tell this is your first fight, eh? Hey, there's no need to be so tense.
You know, I've never fought in a day in my life before Goku, so yeah, I think I'm going to be a bit tense. Actually, technically I've had fight, but those are, you know, boyhood scraps, you know, nerd fighting, you know, yeah, flailing the arms and stuff like that.
Just watch your opponent, and you'll see the next move will naturally come to you.
You've been fighting ever since you were like 10 or whatever. Actually, well, no, I think you were trained by your grandpa Gohan, which he trained you probably whenever you were young enough, so probably younger than that, probably like 5 or something like that, you know.
You do that, it'll almost be like your body's on cruise control.
What, like muscle memory? I've heard about stuff like that before.
If you aren't able to make this work, I never thought about that.
Oh boy, that would suck if I couldn't figure that out. I mean, well, I guess we just die, wouldn't we?
We'll get to it when we get to it.
Of course, like always, you're too easygoing, Goku.
Hey, partner, I'm looking forward to fighting with you.
Well, as long as I can press like one button multiple times on the normal setting, I think I'll be fine.
Finish one clone and another one pops up. There doesn't seem to be any end in sight.
Well, she did make a lot of them. She probably did them like Cybermen, you know, or was it from what are those creatures from Marvin the Martian? I forgot what those are called. Same thing where you just put water on them and they just sprout up out of nowhere.
I do always enjoy a good fight, but don't you think these numbers are a little bit overkill?
Yeah, especially in the final chapter of the game where you're basically just fighting clones over and over again with like little story progression. It did get a little annoying after a while.
Man, am I glad you're here. Now I'll never get tired.
Well, I mean, I guess I got Red Bull nearby for you.
There's no doubt, without you, there'd be no one to clear out these baddies. Keep up the good work.
All hail Vauldemare.
Now that I think about it, I left without a word to Chi-Chi.
You tend to do that quite a bit. Remember the end of Dragon Ball Z where you're fighting Noob and then you said, oh, I'm going to train you, and then he just left. He said, like, goodbye to everyone and just left. Like, he didn't even, like, stay, talk a while. He's just like, nope, gone. It's like, man, what a jerk.
Well, we could save everyone time and fill her in anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we got to take out all these clones. Although you have instant transmission, wouldn't it take you like 5 seconds to pop up, say, hey, Chi-Chi, I'm saving the world, bye? Nope.
Hold on. Come to think of it, she'd probably end up keeling over.
Yeah, probably. I feel bad for Chi-Chi as a character. You know, her basically main goal was like, you know, she could somewhat fight, but she was basically raised to find like a man and get married and all this other stuff. And she kind of she represents kind of the typical like Asian mother, overbearing, you know, strict, which, you know, gets Gohan to do his homework and all this other stuff, which works out in the end. But, you know, for a lot of people, we're just like, man, Chi-Chi, what's wrong with you? Which, it's kind of sad. I think her character could have evolved a bit, but unfortunately, Toriyama is apparently well known to, like, either forget characters, or if he doesn't have fun writing them, he'll just, like, write them, like, away, or barely write them at all when the opportunity is needed.
Wait, let this thing blow over, then tell her.
Yeah, tell her after you've saved the world and all the dangerous perils. Yes, what a lovely husband you are, Goku.
Chi-Chi will understand. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, you won't be getting any lovely mouth kisses for quite a while, if you know what I mean.
Well, if you ask me, I'd say we've almost got this Link business. We're pretty darn strong now.
I guess.
Wow, at this rate, we'll be stronger as a team than if I was trying to go at it alone.
Well, but Goku, you're like the one person that always wants to fight by himself, and not even some sense of like, you know, only I can do it. More like I want to test myself, and I can only do that if I don't have any outside help. Yet you're okay with it here. Yeah, your personality changes depending on the scene, I guess.
No good. We need to kick up the pace.
Take out more clones. We're doing it as fast as you can, Captain.
Once the bad guys and all the waves are gone, I need to get back to my training.
Of course. Man, what would happen if Goku ever reached senile age or age where his body wouldn't work anymore? How would he feel? Like, would he go into depression because he couldn't train anymore? That's a sad thought.
Say, have you been getting along with the others?
I guess I've been linking up with others all willy-nilly. You know, like the town bicycle man. Everyone's had a ride.
Piccolo and Vegeta, they might look scary, but they're good guys. At least now, anyway.
Well, yeah, they started as bad guys. Well, and technically, isn't Piccolo not even that old in the grand scheme of things? Like, isn't he only like really young? Because of like when he's popped out of like Piccolo, Demon King Piccolo, or whatever.
Back in the day, every third sentence was "Die" or "I'm gonna kill you." But they're well behaved now.
That's actually not a bad impression of them. It's not perfect, obviously, but it's not bad. Although you gotta admit, Vegeta and Piccolo, despite him making fun of them and being bad and everything, they've had the most. Probably Vegeta's had the most character development out of all the characters in Dragon Ball, next to Piccolo. Although his character development kind of basically had its crescendo when he saved Gohan during the Saiyan Saga, and then Vegeta's during the Buu Saga when he blew himself up. But
Vegeta's my trusty training buddy, and Piccolo even helps me out in the field.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Don't let him spook you. All you really have to do is try reaching out.
Yeah. They're tsundere. They really care about you, but they have to put up a tough front, manly men.
After all, we can't fight the enemy when we're fighting amongst ourselves.
True. It's like during the Avengers movie where they had to like have a spat with themselves before they came together to fight the main bad guy, Loki.
Whew! I could use a bite to eat right now.
Oh, when do you not need a bite to eat, dude?
If you want a quick fix, asking Bulma is always the easy choice.
What do you mean? Does she actually do the cooking, or does she just get one of her cooks to do it? Because she's rich enough to have cooks. Or does she just have food in those capsule balls? Or does she just give you a bunch of money to go to a restaurant and eat?
But I really could go for one of Chi-Chi's unbeatable home-cooked meals.
Yeah, there is something weird about a home-cooked meal that seems oddly more appealing than eating out, at least to me anyway.
Her food is the absolute best! Best in the universe, even!
Well, I guess that's subjective, but I mean, hey, why not? It's probably good.
All this talk about food! It's got me even more famished.
Well, perhaps we should do more training or fighting clones as we've been doing this whole time.
Once we've saved the world, let's hit up my place.
Well, you live in a fictional world, so it's not going to work too well for me.
I'll just ask Chi-Chi. She can easily make extra for you. It'll be so good.
How do you guys afford that stuff, though? That's what I always surprised about. That's like where I think they talked about that Super, how like their food bill keeps getting higher and higher. Although I think later on they just have either Mr. Satan gives them like a ton of money, or Bulma just helps him out or something like that, because he did save the world quite a few times. But sure, I'll make it to your place.
There is absolutely no question. Training at Lord Beerus's place has been helpful for sure.
Well, it'll help you eventually get, was it Ultra Instinct or whatever it is? Yeah, you can't have a Dragon Ball series without someone getting a couple of new forms by the end of it. But yeah, it helped you attain that, so there's that for now. Although it's temporary, because apparently he lost it. I don't know.
There are strong guys everywhere. They're out in space. And they're even here.
Yeah, I don't know how you can make more people more powerful. I mean, the only other people more powerful left now at this point is like gods to you, pretty much for the most part.
I want to start by getting stronger. Then I'm gonna fight them all.
Oh, what have you done, Roshi? Putting the sense of always training, always getting better into Goku. He'll never stop. He's a fight-aholic. He's a maniac, I tell you.
Of course, that includes you.
Dude, I'm a hippie man. I'm not into fighting or aggressiveness. I mean, I can have anger and stuff like that, but I'm not into that stuff, dude. You can keep fighting though.
Once you're back in your own body, how about a friendly round?
Yeah, that ain't happening, dude. Well, I mean, these chats have been fun and everything like that, but I think it's time for me to swap over to another body and finish linking up with them. But good talk, Goku. You're really optimistic. And what type of character arc they call you again? The neutral arc, or whatever, the character who never grows, but everyone grows around him or something like that. So, perfect example of that.
I mean, you're able to use my body this well. At this point, you're a seasoned vet.
I mean, I have to possess you to be able to fight you as well as it is now. That's not going to happen anymore.
Woohoo! I'm getting pumped just thinking about it.
Well, unless they have a sequel to this game or make this a spin-off animated series or something like that, that's not happening. So, thanks for everything, Goku.
You're pumped too? I knew it.
No, I'm not. See ya, dude.